There we go. Are we centered? Are we good? Oh, OBS. Is there anything you can't screw up? All right. What are we doing first? We're in kind of the center of the map, right? And let me see. Yep, I believe there's kind of a lot of lake down in the center. We've got one tower here. We've got, is there another? No, there's no tower up here. So this is all going to be done manually, right? Because even if we get this tower right here, I don't think it's going to open up the visibility for all of this. We did get the Warthog, and I did take a look on MapRunner. We've got an upgrade for the Warthog right here, near where we come in. We've got another one right about here, I want to say. Right about here. Right? And there's a third one. Where's the third one? Third one is right down here somewhere, like right around in this area. So tell you what, let's do. Let's go grab the Warthog. Right? Let's go grab the Warthog, and let's grab the APC. Why not? I know it's a little bit OP, but I feel like I'm not playing this game realistically anymore. I feel like I'm just having fun. You know? Let's just have some fun. So let's get in let's get in this thing. And let's, I'm not crazy about that color. Oh, we got this now too. Oh, there we go. Got a little dangle. All right. Stickers, no, I'm not crazy about those. And we do want, there we go. Safety orange, always safety orange. And as far as upgrades, I think we're maxed out. Yep, I think there's really not a whole lot else we can do with this thing. We do have the roof rack. Yeah, I think we're just about maxed out. All right, so let's do this. Let us get this going. And we're going to come right over here, and there's our Warthog. No, you know what? Change your plans. Change your plans. I was thinking we could tow the Warthog all the way over there, but if we do that, we won't be able to do the upgrades because it'll be on the other side of the map. So instead, let's just take this thing. Let's just take this thing over to the area where we are now. Imandra. We'll get those upgrades that apply to the Warthog, and then since it's over here near the garage, we'll just recover it, slap those on, and maybe we'll drive it back across the hill. All right. Yeah, somebody told me last live stream this is the go-to truck for this map, and I was kind of reluctant to use it, but then if you saw that live stream, we were on that struggle bus. So I feel like this is OP, but maybe the map's a little OP as well. Right. Nice big freeze. Overall, I don't have a problem with the performance of this game. It's not, it's not perfect. It's got some little hiccups here and there, but nothing we can't deal with, nothing we can't tolerate. And I know we'll have enough fuel. Now, once we get to the other map, we've got, it's not the full 2,000. I think we've got about 1,700 liters of fuel in the Pacific. So we're good over there as well, as far as fuel. And I did find, when I looked on MapRunner, I did find the jobs you have to do to get the garage unlocked on Imandra. I found the garage. I physically found it, but it's not open yet. And there's two things you have to do. You have to install, you have to turn the power on, and then you have to install the power lines. And after you do those two things, then the garage will, I guess, automatically open, and you can teleport back and forth to it and that sort of thing. For not having chains on it, this truck does really, really well on the icy roads. I say that, and then like 2 seconds later, I'm going to wad it up. Carefully. And I did see also on Map Runner, they've got the names of the new areas that are coming. One is the Yukon, and the other is Wisconsin. They have the names of the areas, and I guess there are 2 maps for each of them. But that's all the information that I saw so far. Looking forward to it though. Canada, Yukon, obviously that's going to be snow and ice. I don't know whether Wisconsin will be as well. They've sort of been doing like odd even. First map was mud, second map was snow, third map was mud, fourth map was snow. I hope they keep that going. I think that's a good balance. Turning radius on the APC, not good. Alright, and let's see how... I always get stuck here. Every truck we try to bring across here. And, of course, this thing just motors right through it. Yeah, it's OP. It's OP, no doubt. But it certainly makes the game move quicker, right? And that was... I wouldn't say a complaint, but that's something that's been sort of making the game not as much fun as it used to be, is just how slow some of the snow and ice areas can seem. Here. Oh yeah, I can't believe how fast we're going compared to the other vehicles. And what's funny is after we discover those upgrades, we're going to hop back in probably the Ford, and we're not going to be going nearly as fast as we are right now. Whole different animal. All right, around here carefully. This truck isn't even that fast, but it just feels so much faster than kind of grinding through the snow. Now, what are the other vehicles that are planned? Because I know, like, we got the Warthog. I don't really follow this game, I have to say. Like, I don't spend a lot of time on the Reddits or on the Saber interactive forums. I don't really follow what the plans are. Like those maps for Yukon and Wisconsin, totally a surprise to me. First I've seen of them. So I don't know if they've got other vehicles planned as well. I imagine they'll keep rolling out vehicles. The game seems to be, since they went to SnowRunner from MudRunner, the game seems to be a lot less grassroots. You know, it seems to be, like, it might not be AAA quality, but it seems to be a lot more, I don't know, just like professional, maybe? If I'm saying that wrong, I'm not meaning to like throw any shade on the developers, but it just seems more, kind of more slick now, you know, more almost corporate, just the way they're rolling things out and the roadmap and everything, versus Spin Tires in particular. Felt like, it always felt like a labor of love, you know, small project, independent studio. This feels like for sure a kind of a big budget title. Oh, no grip on the ice. Come on now. Oh, we're just skating. One more little, yep, there we go. One more little, and now we got it. Beautiful. All right, so we'll get past this area right here. Yep, I saw, I think there are 3 upgrades for the Warthog, 1 for the F750, and a metal detector. So again, that's bringing in, I guess, more types of missions, and I really do like that. Somebody said in Discord they're looking forward to maybe some logging missions or some forwarding missions. I like that as well. And if anything, I mean, we've gone maybe too far in the opposite direction, because Spin Tires and MudRunner were just logging, right? Just exploring and logging, and this has been. Are there any logging jobs? Yeah, there were. Well, I guess there were transport missions, There goes my voice. How'd we do? 14 minutes. There were transport missions in Michigan, but not, I feel like, I can't even remember. It was months ago. Did we ever go out in the woods and have to pick up logs? I honestly can't remember. But I feel like there weren't the same sort of logging missions as there were in the first two games. I wouldn't mind seeing some of those again. Have to drive out in the woods with a crane and load up. Yeah, I'm trying to think back to Michigan. I mean, I know we used a crane a lot because we had to load boxes, and I flipped a lot of trucks and had to go out with a crane and pick the boxes or crates up, cargo containers, put them back on the trailer. But I honestly don't remember whether or not we loaded like individual logs like we used to have to. Unknown. Oh yeah, just motoring through here. All right. Well, whoever said you need the APC for this map, you are 100% correct. I'm still going to use the Ford and torture myself because I'm just silly that way. But yep, you are absolutely right. I've made this trip up here so many times, I don't even need pins on the map. Now, in fairness, the reason I've had to make it so many times is because I keep rolling the truck. But you know, that happens. And this thing does float? It does not float. I don't remember. I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out accidentally. We might try to cross water with it, but if we do, let that be deliberate and not just falling into a river or something. All right, we'll get past the factory here. And then from there, I think we just need to drop down to the river at the bridge that can't be repaired. Then we're going to pop up out of the river, go around the anti-aircraft base, and we're just about at the tunnel. And I've got a trailer. There's a trailer sitting in the road, and we can top off. We won't be near too empty by the time we get to that little trailer, but we'll top off there, and that'll give us plenty of fuel to get, man, anywhere. We haven't even touched the fuel on the roof yet, or the repair kit. Yeah, this truck is OP, but I'll take it. I don't think I've done, so this is Lake Cove is what we're crossing over right now. I don't think I've done any missions here. Maybe one or two tasks, maybe one or two contracts, but really nothing. I tried to, yeah, that's right. I tried to deliver one truck full of logs to like a radar station or something, and I just fought with it for hours, and then I sort of stopped playing the game. I tried it every possible way that I could think of. I just found it to be too punishing. I like exploring these maps, and I guess for the developers to make things like, you know, if you want to open the garage, you have to do tasks. I guess that's a nice workaround because it does sort of force you to do things, right? You can't just explore. You've got to, like, if you want to finish exploring, you've got to do some tasks and contracts. All right, I'll give them that. It's a good way to do it. I was watching a streamer play DayZ today, and I'm really not familiar with DayZ at all. So I asked in the chat, like, is there a short-term goal to this game? Is there an extract point, or can you, right? Is it like Tarkov? Is it, you know, do you extract with your gear and then keep it and you have it for next time? Is it like Rust where you want to build a base? What's it all about? And they said no. People in the chat said no. You just live as long as you can and then you die, and you start again with nothing. And this game, I wouldn't say it has the same feel, but it's sort of the same where there's no, I mean, you can clear a map, but there's no real win moment. And the developers can always add things back to a map, and then you sort of reset. Maybe not completely reset, right? Like, you don't need to do everything again, but it's reset enough that now you've got more things to do on a map that you already completed. I do like it though. I like it when it's fun. I've had periods of time when it was not fun. Right, we go down here now. Yep. And then around. I want to test whether or not this thing can float after it breaks through the ice, but I'm not going to do that until we have those upgrades discovered and we're on the other map and close enough to the Pacific that we can rescue this thing if we have to. So we'll go ahead and get up here. Where's the road? I always miss this one. It is right there. Right there. And then we'll take this up and around to right there. There's our little fuel trailer right there. Beautiful. All right, here we go. Yeah, let's get this thing closer to where our trucks are on the other map, and then we'll experiment with how well it floats. The road is, yep, there it is. And this is a scout vehicle, so I'm pretty sure we've got the autonomous winch on it. And that is always absolute peace of mind that you can flip yourself back over. So I'm going to go ahead and say this truck is so OP that there's almost no reason to use anything else for scouting. And that is always my conflict about OP trucks. It's almost like the opposite of balance of power. Balance of power, all the vehicles are either the same, which is kind of boring, honestly, or they're all different, but they all balance out in a way that, like every different driving style or every different type of map or whatever would have a best vehicle. But I feel like it's so OP, there's really no reason to ever use anything else. That's no fun. Alright, that was quick. Yeah, that same little trip that we just did there in about 17 minutes. It's taken me like an hour in other vehicles. Alright. APC is the meta truck. We're going to get up here. Maybe. Yep, there we go. And I don't think you can tow with this. Yeah, I don't think there's a trailer hitch on this, so we can't tow that fuel trailer to the next map. We could pull it into the trigger box with us, but I don't think it would, because it wouldn't be connected. It would only be sort of hooked up by the winch. I don't think it would show up. So we're going to leave this here for now. We'll grab this with another scout vehicle at some point. But for now, huge freeze. For now, we are going to fill up scout fuel carrier. Beautiful. All right. Full tank of gas. And let's go back to Imandra. All right, there we go. Moment. All right, I guess that was an event sound. I knew I had music turned down, but I just heard some music. Do not copyright strike me. Alright, and we want to go right back here somewhere. Right back here somewhere. Alright. Back here. Right back here. So we're going to go just straight around and then to the back of this facility. Okay. Here we go. All right. First time the APC has really struggled. See if we can gear down and get through here. Yeah, I mean we're moving pretty good for deep snow. Well, all right. I love the sight lines on this game. Like we're looking from here, we're looking at the military base across the water there up on the hill. We're looking at the military base where the Pacific and the Actaeon are right now. That's where we found the Warthog that we've recovered back to the other map. And then up on the hill at that tower right there is where the F-750 is at the moment. I do like the sight lines. And also that the game plays so fast. We're capped at 60 FPS, and other than the FPS drops that we get on some hotspots on the map, we'll stay at 60 FPS the whole episode. I love it. And when we get to a stopping point here, I'm going to reach down and stick my hand over my radiators, and this game doesn't even make my system run very hot. So all good things there. Right. Around here, and last time we came through here, we've discovered all these jobs and everything. Okay, we want to go back here somewhere. There is a road. We did not explore it first time we came through here, but we have to explore it now for our upgrade. For the Warthog. There's a road. All right. Let me just confirm. So we are here. All right. And it says it is, yep, more or less right there. Okay. So there's another way to get to it. Let's back up there and come at it from the other side. I think I like that a little better. Of course, this is happening when it's dark. I'm looking for a turnoff on the left. Seems like it might be a little bit more accessible. So right around here somewhere. Maybe? What? No? Alright. It's a very small road, wherever it is. It is tiny. We've driven past it twice now. There it is. Barely a road. All right. I don't know how people find this stuff. I mean, I guess it is a road on the map, so it's something that you could be looking at, but it still amazes me that people discover all this stuff so soon after the game comes out. Like within hours it's on Reddit. Are we on the road? Yeah, we definitely are. Okay. Not much of a road. Is this... Apologies for the camera. You know how it is. I see it. All right. Show truck list. Oh, that's for the twin steer. Okay. Well, I mean, we'll take it. But that is not the one I thought we were looking for. All right, so now the other one is more or less just north of. So it's about a 45-degree angle. Right around in here somewhere, right about here. Right about here. All right. And where's that other tower? All right, we can risk it because if we go over here, yeah, let's do it this way. So we'll go back down here, right? Then up here to right there, right over there. Let's see what we find over there, and then we'll come back this way to right there. All right. Now, next problem. How do we get out of here? They weren't kind enough to give us some reverse lights. But I can't see a place where we can do a three-point turn. I think we're more or less just going to go backwards down this hill, sort of fall down this hill. Nope. Up and around. We need to turn around or go down the other way, but I don't think we'll be able to back down there. Right. And, you know, if we pass fuel, like if we pass fuel in a tanker, maybe we will take it. I try to avoid that because it can screw up a mission sometimes, right? Like you need to leave it in there and deliver it with 100% of it not used or whatever. But we may, just to make that big loop up and around, I don't know, we'll see. We'll monitor. Oh, we got this thing too. No, we're not messing with that yet. We're not doing jobs yet. Alright, so around this way. And then, where's our next one? Yeah, let's turn right there. Alright. So we'll cross this wee bridge and then take the right carefully. Alright. Down here. Yeah, this is where we brought the Pacific the other day. We drove that ridiculous Pacific up this trail. Somehow. Somehow we made it. High centered. APC doesn't care. Not the most responsive vehicle. It is a little laggy on the controls, but you know what? There's got to be something wrong with it, right? Can't be perfect. Look around here, find a little grip. There we are. Maybe. Yep. And, okay, so this is the military base, so we can now pull up, if we wanted to, we could pull up next to the Pacific and use the repair points from that. And we can refuel as well. Okay, let's do that. Let's go to the Pacific, which is right over here somewhere. We'll get this thing topped off and then we'll continue on our way. Yeah, I think that's smart. So we're keeping maximum fuel and maximum repair parts on board this thing. All right, there's the mighty Pacific. I love this truck. All right, so we will now go here, right? We will refuel, right? That, and then we will repair, I said, we will repair, right? That, and then we'll hop back in it. Beautiful. Here we go. So we want to go, that's the pin where the upgrade is, or where I think it is. But I don't think there's any way, there's any easy way. Oh, no, I'm sorry, it's not. This is just a way to get to it. Let's do this. I think we can get right through here. So we'll try to go here. This is going to be blocked, but we'll head over this way anyway. And then we'll come back this way. All right. So there's no road here. We're just going to try to get through the woods to where that mission is, and that'll put us back on a road. It's not the best road, but it's a road. If we can even get through here. It's a lot of little trees. About 600 feet, you think? Yeah, let's risk it. Yeah, we can go right through these trees. And then these bigger ones down here, we'll need to kind of find our way between them. Okay. And whenever possible, I don't like to drive through fences. I mean, it does put them back up the next time you hop into the game, but, you know. Whoa. Try to play realistically. Let's go around this. I don't want to knock down a fence, but apparently these trees are not a problem. He hates those trees. All right, so we open this up. We're going to accept it, but not start it. And it says there's a road right here. Oh yeah, I suppose there is. Okay. Head this way. Got little northern lights there. Beautiful. And then from here, I don't know how far up this road goes or how big it is, but let's just follow it as far as we can. What's down there? Yeah, it still looks fairly, on the map at least, the road looks fairly well defined as we go forward. Right up there, huh? Really? Okay. Gear down a little bit here and see if that helps. It does. All right. There we go. I don't want to come off the power right here. I feel like as soon as we do, we're going to slide back about 12 or 15 feet, and then even if we do get a winch on that tree, we'll just be in the same loop where we're using the winch to move forward, and then as soon as we release it, we slide back. All right. There we go. So this is a little better up here. We are kind of going the wrong way now. However, because this is our point right here. Let's head forward and see what we see. It could be that we can get to that upgrade point without discovering the tower yet. Maybe. How far is it? Yeah, a quarter of a mile or so. This looks like frozen lake, frozen river. I can hear ice cracking. Oh god. I'd like to be off this as soon as possible. Alright, it looks like there's a road right there. Is it right through there? Says there's a road right there. Let's find out. I mean, oh no. It's, if we continue straight, we will cross over it, but we didn't make the turn onto the actual road. Okay, no problem. So let's just Roscoe our way through here till we cross that road. Is this it right here? Maybe? Yep. Here's our road. And this is putting us almost on a direct course to that discoverable, that upgrade. Okay. So let us continue on. I don't think there's any other vehicle in the game we could be doing this in. So if this level was not designed to require the APC, it's certainly an extraordinary coincidence. I don't know of any other vehicles that could be doing as well as this one. At least that I've found yet, or that I've built, customized. Did I speak too soon? Gear down here. And this is iced up rock, as far as I know. Oh God. Please stop, sir. Please stop. Yeah, so when we apply the brake, it does not hold on that hill. And we're not getting any grip whatsoever. It's just all ice. So I don't know. I don't know if we can do this. So you get this tree. All right. We got it. You can get this tree right here. That's a big one. The problem is, as soon as we stop, as soon as we apply the brake, we're going to drift backwards, unless what we're meant to do is kind of hang on this. There's a big lip of rock. You'll see we're about to pass over the top of it. Camera. Yeah, we didn't really get to it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so there is, if you look behind us, there's a pile of rocks right there. And I don't know when I release this, I don't know if we're going to slide back. But what I'd like to do, as soon as I grab this, it's going to release this one. So let's set the brake. Not that it really matters. No, I was trying to turn us sideways. Oh, careful. Yeah, did not work at all. Not at all. So we need to go back to this tree right here. All right. Okay, that's further than we got before. And then can we, all right, I mean, that's a little bit of headway now. If I set the brake, are we going to drift backwards? Or are we just going to drift backwards? Regardless of brake. Yeah, I mean, if we're drifting backwards with all that power going to the wheels, I have to think we would definitely, no, that's really not going to work. What we need to do is stop here and reset the winch. Whew. All right. Now, can we get any of these trees up front? That one, but how big is it? That seems like a very small tree. That is a very small tree. Please stop, please, please. There you go. There you go. All right, so now if we go with this one, we already did this, did we not? We did. I don't know if this is possible without chains. I think I spoke too soon about this being the perfect truck. Admittedly, we are not in a good place right now. And then we just slide right back. Further that time than we did before. So what I wanted to do was use this one. The problem is it pulls us almost too far sideways. But I wanted to use that to sort of catapult us. Yeah, it's throwing the truck sideways. I wanted to use that to kind of You know what I mean? Shoot us up the hill further. But all it's doing is, yeah, throwing us sideways. Can we get any of these on anything further up the hill now? Yeah, and this isn't really going to do much. Just looking for a little dry grip. Ooh. And then that's the other problem, is all the distance that you lose when you slide backwards. This tree over here on the right is way too small. And we can't get anything else further up. Okay, so if we back out of here, if we come back down here and then around, can we get to it this way? We're going to have to, because we're not really making any progress here. Let's give it a couple more tries, and then we'll call it. Anything up here at all? I mean, it looks close. You look how far up that green goes. There are definitely some trees very, very close to where we want to get to. All right, here we go. Yeah, this is just like glaze ice on rock. Oh, it's a little bit of progress right there. No? This one? I think that's a little tree. Yeah, that's the other thing, is everything on the left. Oh god, now I think we're so sideways, can't even get where we want to go. If we go over this way, yeah, it's it feels like it could work. It's just not working. And the camera's not doing us any favors either. We are so close to being able to grab one of those trees up top. All right, didn't drift too far back that time. So now, this tree here. No, exactly the same thing that happens. It's just, the trail is just canted a little bit. It's just cambered enough that it's constantly throwing you to the right. It's constantly throwing you to the right, and even if we get one of the back winches on, I mean, this little tree is just going to rip out of the ground as soon as we try to do anything. Yeah. God, it's definitely a puzzle. I don't know if this can be done without chains. I don't even know if it can be done with chains. Yeah, the angle of it, I don't know if you can see the camber of it there's a hole right there. There's a lot of holes on this map. A lot of holes in this game that you're obviously meant to fall into. Yeah, it is. It's just continuing to throw us out to the right. And we need, I would estimate, another like 6 to 8 feet of distance up this hill to be able to get one of those trees up on top. Well, this is, it seemed promising momentarily, but I believe we've used up all of our moxie. So let's see if we can, God, now we can't even get turned around and go backwards, which is really going to piss me off. Like, okay, I fell for the trap. It didn't work. Now can you at least let me leave? All right, so we'll get down out of here. And try to head up and around the other way. I'd like to come back this way so we can discover the entire length of that road that we were just on, to at least know if we can come down. I assume we can come down it. We just, technically we came down it backwards, but we did come down it. All right, and we did use a lot of fuel messing about there. All right, not a problem. All right, so lights off. Let's head down this way. Some kind of little settlement over here on the left, top of the hill. So let's go check that out. Looks like there's a little cairn up there, or a hoodoo of some kind. It's very intriguing. It's the sort of thing you would put an upgrade next to if you were a game designer, I think. So let's go check that out. Yeah, there's birds flying over it. Yeah, it's all very, you know what I mean, compelling. Is there a job here to discover? Yeah, there is. Okay. Okay. And what's the map look like? Yeah, there's really... Oh, no. Okay. It is on that same road. So we will, let's just turn 180 degrees and we'll go up this road. If I can find it now. 180 degrees would put us right back this way. And then we just go straight up. Okay. So we came in from over there, and now we're going up here. All right. Making sense. If this thing does run out of fuel, which is not likely, if it does run out of fuel, we'll just hop in another vehicle. We're not trying to play realistically anymore. Trying to have fun. All right, up through here. Camber, trees in the trail. Getting high centered on rocks. Oh God, game. Be nice. All right, here we go. Yeah, the giant high center boulders are, that's my nemesis. There's another one. And it seems easy enough to avoid them. The problem that I have is this vehicle is not terribly responsive. So there are times when I am avoiding them, but it doesn't, my control input doesn't get there in time. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the game. It's a big, heavy, bulky vehicle that in real life I'm sure is not super maneuverable, so that all fits together and makes sense. All right. So now that we've discovered all this, we can go back and look at Map Runner and see where exactly this thing is. It is, if we were on the map, we would be, let's loop back around here. So it's going to be, I'm so turned around right now. Oh, here we go. Couldn't figure out why the map didn't make sense. There's a little loop right there. It's going to be right up here somewhere. Yeah, we're headed toward it. Take brake off. Goes much faster with the brake off. Right around here somewhere. Oh, there you go. Somebody left that there. Very nice. And then, interesting. Okay. So we need to, wait a minute. We need to back up. And it goes that way. Okay. There it is. All right. Drove out of the trigger. Come on now. There we go. That is for the Warthog. Okay. So the next one is looks like right out here somewhere. There's that. Looks like it's right over here somewhere. Right about in there. So let's do this. Let's drive down the trail that we could not get up. And I suspect, yep, this is that glaze ice rockfall right here. So the whole time we were dicking around with that, we were about 50 feet from the upgrade we were trying to get to. Let's gear down here. Okay, so we know where that connects now, and there's really, other than the jobs at that little settlement up there, there's really no reason we'll ever need to go back up there, but it's nice to know we've discovered it just the same. So we're good there. Let's get down the hill and out of here. And how far is that other one? Not quite a half a mile. Oh yeah. I was trying to read chat and I drove into a tree. Oh, and I got in the APC and it's been significantly better, a lot less frustrating. I've purposely avoided using this truck because I felt like it was OP, but on this map it fits perfectly. It's not OP at all on this map. It's just about right. I haven't done a lot of like trying to cross ice or anything, so I don't know how this is going to be like as far as floating, because it's supposed to float, but I've never really tested that theory. But I think we might have to cross a little ice to get to that next upgrade. And if that's the case, we'll find out whether or not it floats. Alright, there's a little chug right there. A little stutter, hang on. Temperatures still feel good. I don't know why it chugs like that periodically. It just does. But other than that, yeah, we've been really solid on FPS the whole episode. So we've got, on this map, we've got 2 Warthog upgrades, 1 upgrade for the Ford F-750, and we got 1 upgrade for the Twin Steer that, as far as I know, nobody uses the Twin Steer. It's like the worst truck. But what are you going to do? Alright, so we go back down carefully. We go back down this way, and then we can make a left down here somewhere and head west. Right here, maybe? Yep. Oh, and let's refuel too before I forget. I don't know how much fuel we have. I think the upgrade we just got, wrong button. I think the upgrade we just got for the Twin Steer is 4-wheel drive. I saw it was for the Twin Steer and I didn't really pay attention, but I think, well, you know what, I can look on Map Runner. Stand by. The upgrade we just got for the Twin Steer is all-wheel drive. So, there you go. I still think it's a little bit too long, and the response, like, it's just not maneuverable enough, and it's so big. I don't know that it would ever be useful, for me personally, I don't know if it would ever be useful for anything. But you can, well, if you get to this map and get that upgrade, you can at least make it 4-wheel drive. Game looks really good right now with this snow falling. It looks very atmospheric. Really good particle effects and fog. I'm digging it. All right, you want to cross this ice? Do ya? Now, 1 ice will hold you, and 1 ice will not. Right. Oh, it's right there. It's right there. All right. Okay. You want to try to cross? I forget which ice will hold you and which will not. Let's gear down, so we'll go very, very slow. Do we want to stay on this black stuff or the white stuff? We'll go a little faster than that. All right, here we go. Seems to be holding. Yeah, because it looks like the white stuff has water flowing on it, and this black stuff is solid. Maybe? Alright, like right... Oh God. I'm so nervous right now. We've been actually doing pretty good. Alright, I mean, I see a little bridge there. That's got to be there for a reason, you would think. Fingers crossed. Alright. Still good. Still good. Alright. Now this last little bit here, like right up here, and there are no trees. So if we start to crack through going over this little bit right here, I think we got problems. Nope. Made it just fine. Can't make a left turn, but we made it across the ice. All right, let's get back up here and head up the shoreline. Just turn left for me. There you go. No? There you go. All right. Yeah, that's all cracking underneath us. I don't know if you can or not. I imagine you can, but the furthest I've gone is like, I don't know, maybe halfway up the fenders. I haven't sunk all the way yet. All right, so let's take a look at Map Runner again. We are right there, and Map Runner says we need to be. Map Runner says we need to be. Let's back a little ways. Okay, so it's right over here somewhere, out on this little peninsula. Right over here somewhere. Right about there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, we're far enough in already. What I'm going to do is just kind of go right and try to get on this little road right here and see if we can loop around that way. Maybe. So many trees. So many trees. Right through here. That tree will support the weight of an APC. Try over here. All right, a little house up here of some kind, another little settlement. Let's take a look and see if there's more jobs to discover. Oh, this looks pretty busted. I don't know if there's going to be anything over here. Yeah. Just a little abandoned settlement. All right, so that fence we can run over. Ah. Looks like something over there on the horizon. And then the last thing we'll try to do with this, if we can, is get back to the airport. Get back to the military base where the Pacific is, just so we've got all of our toys in one box. That's that OCD. And then end of this episode, we will, so I'll get this back to the airport, then we'll hop in the F-750, try to get that last discovery point. And then last thing we'll do is apply these two upgrades to the Warthog. And I guess, I mean, if we're running around in the F-750, I guess the other thing we could do is try to get the final upgrade for the F-750. TBD. Let's just keep rolling here as best we can. I would love to see some movement on the map. I'd love to see some other things moving around, but I have to admit that the I Am Legend vibe that you get from these beautiful structures and buildings, and it's just such an atmospheric vibe you get from the game. I think that's it right there in front of us. That is. Okay. Cool. You get a very atmospheric vibe from the game, or at least I do. And I think, if anything, having people moving around and trucks moving around would sort of ruin that. It's got a very kind of melancholy feel to it. You know, it's just atmospheric. And I don't know if that would carry over if it was kind of a living, moving map. Truck list. Yep, Warthog, fantastic. So now, where's the airport? The airport is it here? Where are my other vehicles? The Pacific is... Oh, they're back further. Okay. For some reason I was thinking they were all the way across. And where is the Ford? The Ford is up there. Okay. So let's... Is this a trailer store? Oh, it doesn't matter. We can't buy trailers. Let's get right down here. No, we don't want to do that. Let's go maybe right down here and right down there and see if we can get back this way. Okay. So we'll get turned around. Won't we? We won't. There we go. We'll get turned around. Those little dead trees, they are not giving it up. And we've got about a third of a tank of fuel left. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. I'm also curious what it's going to be like to hop out of this and get into the F-750, because we have just been motoring around this map in the APC. It's going to be strange to not have this kind of, I don't know, ability. Yeah, even in deep snow, seems to be doing all right. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, it's doing all right. All right, so we'll get down the hill. We'll get this flipped around, get it back to the airport, hop in the F-750. One more upgrade, and then if we can, if we have time, we'll get one more tower today as well. So what do we, I mean, I know we're going the wrong way. Oh, not the wrong way. Yeah, the wrong way. We're going the opposite way. But we are staying on roads of a sort. That seems to be better. Camera. Unless we just go, I mean, we can take a lot of time off if we just go straight across here. Want to risk it? Yeah, you do. We'll find out if this thing can go over broken ice. Sorry, concentrating. You know what I mean. If it breaks through the ice, can it continue moving, or is it stopped at that point? So where's a good place to cross? Looks like right over here. I don't know what's going to break and what's going to hold us, but it looks like right over here it gets very narrow. So we can cross over the white stuff. I know the white stuff will not hold us. We can cross over the white stuff here and head back up the other side. And just sliding all over. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can make it across. Okay, I mean, it does break through, but then it can continue making some kind of headway. All right, good to know. Getting really low on fuel. We'll just go as far as we can. Now, if we make it to the Ford. No, we're not going to make it to the Ford because the Ford is up at the tower. So the only way we could make it to the Ford would be if we went to the tower, but we'd have no reason to go there because all that's up there is the tower. Alright. Alright. Hang on. Break here. Nice drift. So we're going to go here. And turn it around again. Right there. Yeah, there's all my trucks. Let's at least get to this warehouse right here. Let's try that. So we want to go from here now. Looks like just about north. Excuse me. And I don't know how far we're going to get before we run out of fuel, but we'll go as far as we can. Is there a good place to turn? Is there a good place to head up there? More or less right here is what the map is saying. I don't want to go right up this fall line. I don't know what kind of headway we're going to make in the snow anyway. but I don't want to go directly straight up the hill. Let's try to at least give it a little side hill here. Yep. Got it there. Right through there. Is there anything to discover over here? I think we've been here already. Yeah, we've been through here yesterday in the Ford, so all the jobs are discovered already. There's a little hot spot on the map. Getting a little bit of chug. And then we go back this way. Is there even another pin in it? Yeah, so we want to go, let's go here. And then, if we can, no, there's no way we'll make it all the way around. Let's just go here. And then we'll hop in the Ford. Some road signs in Cyrillic. Not very helpful. Road is... I remember this. Yep, I remember this. Oh, yeah. Game. Really? Okay. We got caught somehow. Oh, do we not have an autonomous winch? Clearly we do not. Interesting. I thought for sure we did. Okay, so now we got two things to do. What's close by? Where's the Ford? Huh. I kind of want to rescue that, or at least get it back on its wheels. We've got one more discovery point out here somewhere. Well, one more upgrade. All right. Let's do this. This is triggering my OCD. So let's hop in the Ford first. And then let's put some pins in. One here, one here, and one here. Let's get that thing back on its wheels or it's just going to bug me. All right. So back that off a little bit. Lights on, brake off. God, camera. And I think we can... Is it? It is behind us. Oh God. We didn't come up that way. Is it over there? Yeah, I think it's over there. So we want to get turned around to at least be headed downhill. Yep. And we need to stay to the side of that ice. All right. We do have chains on, that helps. We'll go this way. Those look like the tracks we left yesterday, but that can't be possible. The snow resets, or at least it used to. So down and left. Okay. Yeah, the snow used to reset. High center. Uh-huh. Yep, the snow used to reset. I imagine it still does. Every time you reload the game, all the snow and terrain resets. So I don't think those could be our tracks from yesterday. They might just be something that's coded in to let you know you're getting close to the tower, maybe. I don't know. Yep, this is a road. Believe it or not, this is a road under here. It's just a really bad road. I can't imagine how hard it would be doing missions on this map. And we're just exploring, right? We've got no real like set agenda. We can do whatever we want. We can go wherever we want. We can use whatever truck we want. And it's still, I wouldn't say it's kicking my ass, but it's not easy. Doing all the tasks and contracts on this map has got to be a handful. All right, so we are still on the road. It is, yeah, here we you can see some tire tracks. Beautiful. There we go. So we'll get the APC flipped back on its wheels. We'll get that down to the garage, and then we'll turn around and go the other way and get that other discovery point. Is it worth bringing the Pacific up here? It might be, because then we could refuel and repair everything. How are we doing on time? Hour and a half? Yeah, let's see how far we get in 2 hours. I don't want to go too long. And what time is it in the real world? What time is it? 3:30. 3:30 for me. Okay. Find a little grip here. There we go. Maybe. There we go. Beautiful. All right, around here, and then around there. Yeah, this is definitely a hot spot. I feel like every time we get to this little settlement right here, we get some really bad chug. We just had it happen a few minutes ago in the APC. So I think this can definitely be categorized as a hotspot. Not a big deal. Yeah, I remember that tree in the trail. I remember that from the last episode we came up to it the other direction in this truck. In this truck? Yeah, I think in this truck. And it was just an absolute nightmare to get over. Try to bomb through all these boulders so we don't get stuck. Beautiful. All right, now, which way did this roll? Rolled that way. So we should be able to, I mean, it's going to want to roll onto that carcass right there, but no worries. So if we do this and this, a very small desk, very big mouse, if we do that and that, okay, and then this, sir, and then this. Here. That's what we need. All right, here we go. Release that. Set the brake. Engine off. Get me out of the truck. Lights on, brake off. Here we go. And just quickly, let's throw a pin. It's only right here. We got it. I did see fuel trailers. Wait. Straight. I did see fuel trailers at this yard that we're going to. Maybe I saw fuel trailers. I guess we could take fuel from those if they're not part of a job. I mean, even if they are part of a job, you just reset it. And you have to start again. It's just we haven't moved any of them. It's, you know, not a big deal. I haven't seen a fuel stop, right? Like I haven't seen any place to get fuel, like a gas station. I haven't seen anything like that yet. So this is the trailer store. I don't think we can buy any trailers though, because this thing doesn't have a trailer hitch. I mean, let's try. Yep. All right. This thing is at least out of the way. Get it over to that yard before it runs out of fuel. This thing is at least out of the way. Next question is, do we want to bring up the Pacific to refuel the F-750 before we continue exploring? Let's do two things. I'm gonna get up here around the corner, get this parked. We're gonna take a look at the map and decide our next move. All right, and we can just slot this in here anywhere. Right here is fine. All right, lights off, engine off. So if we look at the map, we've got one more discovery point here, and then all the rest of this, like everything to the west, I guess. I mean, this is going to open up some visibility, but I think the rest of this we have to do manually. There's one more upgrade, top corner, so it's going to be like right over here somewhere. So let's think about this. If we take the Pacific up to the F-750, then we can definitely get this one. Before we do that, why don't we hop in the Actaeon and try to get this one? That seems like a good compromise. Okay, so we'll hop in here. All right. And we're going to refuel from... All right. That's not what I want. Let's try this. Refuel. There we go. All right. Let's try this. If we do this... There we go. All right, so now our roof rack is full. And that is full as well. Okay. I feel like we did that, I don't know, wrong, maybe backwards. All right, so let's get rid of that pin, and we're going out here now. We came down here earlier, and it wasn't too terrible, so we can come this way. Yeah, everything that we did over here so far felt pretty good. We crossed here okay. We'll get over here okay. And we'll get over here okay. All right. This might not be the best truck to do this in, but I don't want to do the entire episode in the APC. The OP APC. So we'll go back through these trees as we did. Tracks are still here. We can follow them. I do like that. I think that's a cool feature. And it's not like... all right, this is a mistake. This is clearly a mistake. Nope, that's not even going to happen. That's not even almost going to happen. I got really spoiled on that. I got really spoiled on that APC. Thing just goes anywhere. So let's do this. Let's hop in the Pacific, take the Pacific up, refuel the APC, and we'll use that for the rest of the episode. You know, I don't want to say I don't see an alternative, but I don't see an alternative. All right, yep, that's what we'll do. Get all those refueled. And then, same thing, end of the episode. Today, we'll remember to jump in the Warthog at the garage and put those last two upgrades on it. All right. Beacons off. Refuel. Oh, man. That's not what I want to do. There we go. So refuel that. And refuel that. Repair. Everything's topped off. Beautiful. Here we go. And I suppose, I mean, we could try to go get that discovery point in this. If we do that, how far are we from... Right? Then we would just be straight across. I don't know, man. I mean, it's right there. It's not very far at all. You want to try it? Let's try it. It's just pixels. Worst that happens is we reset the truck, reset the game, and try again another time. All right. There is that one, yeah, that's right. There is that one spot, that very steep spot. Let's see how we do through the snow first. If we're doing all right through the snow, we will continue on. If we're not doing well through the snow, yeah, same. It just can't. The only thing that can go through snow and handle iced up rock is the APC. There's nothing else. So we need to reset some pins here. And we'll go, how do we get out of here? We get out there, and then we just keep going around. We did cross this, yeah, that was a little dicey. And then up and around, and that's where all our trucks are. Okay. So back out this way. Yeah, getting across where the bridge is out, getting across there is going to be tricky. There's a couple little bridges you have to go across, right? Yeah. Yep, they're not bridges, they're like little platforms almost you got to go across. Yeah, we'll get those sorted out. We can try to avoid some of these big boulders, make our lives a little easier. All right. Yeah, packed snow and ice. A lot of the trucks seem to do okay, but it's the deep snow that just really kills me. I know the mud and snow tires, balloon tires, obviously do all right on that, but the problem is they're so bad on iced up rock. You get no grip at all. As frustrating as these maps are, I have to admit that they are well designed. There's really no quick fix that I've ever found. It's not like, well, if you just do this, you can, or if you just go here, or whatever. They seem really almost like diabolical in the way that they're designed. No easy way to do it. So the last time we went through on the right, we came up here the other day, we went through on the right. What happens if we go through on the left and just stay out, sort of away from all that drama? Well, it seems to be doing a little better, a little faster. All right, I'll take it. Clear that one. Bounce. Physics are not entirely realistic. So before we get to this bridge, we need to remember to take the right down to the actual river and look for those little platforms to get across on. And then that happened. Alright, across there. Yep, so we'll go down right here. You hear a helicopter? I definitely just heard a helicopter. Alright. There's a little bit of something happening in the world. I like it. Still feels pretty goddamn desolate, but there's something moving around out here with us. Alright. So there's our little platforms. God, we're going to need to turn this thing. We need to go out to the left, then back to the right, and then across this little... Oh. And we have no real low gear. Alright. Oh, that's one. I got one more. Come on now. What are we caught on? Really? What in the world? I have no idea. I mean, we're not under anything. Can't back up either. I mean, ideas? All right. Then we pulled forward. Unknown. All right, so let's go right up here through the trees. Maybe. Maybe. All right, so those gnarly boulders, not okay. These gnarly boulders, okay. Here, gap in the trees, that's us. I can see the road. I'm gonna get to it. All right. Got some deep snow, but we've got power poles on the right, so we should be able to get through this, hopefully. Don't want that one. Yeah, let's just look it up manually. We're going too goddamn slow. We got to make some progress here. Here we go. are. So we'll be at the APC momentarily. We'll get that repaired and refueled. And then we'll go a little further up and get to the F750, or we can bring the F750 back to the yard. So we're, oh God. But he's okay. He's okay. Let's get this thing, okay, the stress. Let's get this thing flipped over. Oh my goodness. Oh, the stress. That one right there. I think we're going to be okay. We need to get over these rocks here, and I want to be on a big tree. So what we're going to do is, yeah, that's a big tree. Okay, so let's get in a low gear here. That was a moment. I thought we were done, because there's no way. I mean, we could try to bring the F750 back, but it's really difficult to get this thing, really. It's very difficult to get this thing back on its wheels because it's so big and heavy. So had we flipped it, I think the only thing we could have done would be to recover it to the garage, because the Actaeon is making like zero progress in heavy snow. The F750 is too light, and the APC is out of fuel. So I think that would have been the end of the episode right there. Fortunately, all right. Fortunately, it rolled far enough that it stalled, but then it rolled back onto its wheels enough that we could get it going again. So let's slow down a little bit and be careful going up this hill. I'm getting a little frisky, you know what I mean? Getting a little jaunty and making mistakes. And also, let's swap those out. Okay, we've only got a couple hundred yards to go to get to the APC. And we do have chains on, so we'll be fine getting up this iced up hill. Oh, that was scary. It really was. That would have been it. And then everything, well, not everything would need to be reset. We need to reset the Pacific, and then we need to drive it all the way back up here from Lake Cove, but we'd also have to drive it where we just drove it, like from the airport up to here, and then rolled it. We would have had to drive it all the way from Lake Cove to the airport, and then from the airport to here again. There's no way I'm doing that back to back. For some reason, I don't like driving the same route twice. I don't mind doing it like days apart, but I don't like doing it back to back. It's a little hot spot on the map right there. Yeah, FPS drop. All right. Yeah, I haven't seen anywhere, I haven't seen on Reddit or anything, any explanation for why that happens. Like why the FPS just drop off like that. Get a little bit of chug. I mean, it's bottlenecking somewhere, but it seems really intermittent. I don't know why it does it or how to stop it. Not a big deal. And the reason I'm not fixing anything, I know we keep taking damage with this, not fixing anything, because I want to save the repair points for the APC. Barely get that. Yep, you got it. And I think we can do the same thing we did with the Actaeon. I think we'll pull in here, and we can only refuel the top tanks on the... We can only refuel the top tanks on the APC from a vehicle. It's like you can't pump from one maintenance vehicle to another. You can only pump from a vehicle to a maintenance vehicle. Maintenance tank, you know what I'm trying to say. So if we go here, right, so we do that. Oh, and that runs us out of fuel. All right, so we do that, repair that, and then swap trucks. And then once we're in here, we can refuel the roof rack from the Pacific. So we are topped off now on fuel and on repairs. Okay, so now we go here, we get in the Ford, and let's see if we can get over this big log here and get down to where the Pacific is, and get this thing repaired and refueled as well. I mean, we just want to drive down here. To get around that big log. Right there. Yeah, that seems a lot quicker than trying to bounce over that log, or that dead tree that's in the road. All right, that worked out. So we'll do the same thing when we get down there. We'll get all the tanks on this truck topped off. We'll get all the repairs topped off. And then, what do you want to do? Do you want to take the APC to get that last upgrade? Or do you want to take this thing? I mean, I say that, and we're already stuck. I mean, I just don't know that anything compares to the APC in terms of like just how meta it is. Yeah, I mean, we can't even get to the Pacific to refuel. Yeah, it's completely dug in. Huh. All right, let's see if we can back it out this way. All right, so now we got out. You want to try to go back through? There is a power pole on the right. If we can get far enough in, I think we might be able to grab that one and pull ourselves the rest of the way through. It's just, if it gets stuck like straight away, we're not far enough in. And now it looks like, yeah. It's like I mean, we came through here yesterday. Was it that difficult yesterday to get through here? I don't remember it being that difficult. All right. Try it this way. Yeah, our green goes like right up to here. We need about another little something to get it. Don't think it's gonna happen. We can try it, but I think we're stuck. Maybe. Oh. Nope, we need another foot or two. Nope, not quite. And I really wish you could still creep in this game. I feel like we could just creep right through here. Oh, camera? Do we... I mean, is it going to matter if we kind of hop this rear sideways? Is that going to do anything for us? Maybe? Oh. And that's got to be enough. Yes. Beautiful. I don't know, man. Compare this to the APC and all the progress we made on the way up here. I love the Ford, you know I do, but it just seems like we're asking for trouble. Let's get everything repaired and refueled. Then we'll decide what we want to do. What I don't want to do is make the trip twice. I don't want to drive the Ford as far up to that northwest corner as we can, get stuck, and then end up driving exactly the same distance in the APC anyway. That's no fun. Alright, so if we pull this thing in here, we're going to up here. Alright, so we are going to refuel the Ford from the Pacific. And we're going to refill the utility mount and the truck bed. Okay, so now we want to go back here and then top the Ford off. Okay, so all the fuel is fixed. We get the Pacific. We're going to repair the Ford. That's done. All right, so that's good to go. So looking now, we need to go right up here, more or less. You know what? Let's just take the APC. Let's just be safe. It'll be a lot quicker. All right, here we go. And I guess the two tests would be how quickly do we get through that little choke and how quickly do we get past that log. Because you saw how long it took in the Ford. And how far is that? 1,100 meters, so half a mile, a little over half a mile. All right. Right. Camera, of course. I don't know where I would put the camera zoom. I mean, every function on my gamepad is occupied with this game, so I don't know where I would put zoom, but I would like to take it off my steering stick. I just bump it too often. All right, now we got this tree to cross, and we went down in the hollow there last time. We just drive up and over it. Oh yeah, APC that's meta. Right through here. We'll go down past this little base, some kind of base here. there. All right. I've been making good time. We've covered a quarter of that distance in just a few minutes, so I don't think it'll be this easy all the way up there. But we're making good time so far. And did we not just top this off? We did, but I think we ended up accidentally pulling some fuel out of it to put into another vehicle. And I didn't look before we left. That's on me. Let's take a look at the map here. Yeah, we'll look for a left. Sorry, what's the opposite of that? We'll look for a right. Yeah, that's the one. We'll look for a right down here somewhere. And if we don't find one, we'll turn around and come back and head north on the eastern part of the map and try to get up into that riverbed. Is that... I feel like that's where we went up to get the discovery point. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up there but the tower. Maybe, I could be wrong about that. All right. Still looking for a right turn. You know, I have to say the mud and the ice, it feels pretty good. It's frustrating. It's definitely frustrating. We're making a little, yeah, we're making a bit of a right turn. We're heading north. It is frustrating, but it does feel good. It feels, I don't know, realistic, I suppose. Now, I don't know if we're going to get another tunnel on this map to connect us to another area that they're going to introduce later, or if this is going to be just a two-map area. All right. You know, as far as like raw distance, we're about halfway there. Here's our turn to the north. Beautiful. A little bit of chug right there. Oh yeah, we're just flying through this stuff. We would be, yeah, we'd be creeping in the Ford. It does feel, I don't know. I mean, this is the whole reason that I haven't used the APC, is it does feel almost like cheating. But, you know, it's a fun game, and I do enjoy it. I just don't like when it feels like you're kind of sitting. All right, so we've got a job up in front of us, and I don't know if this is going to be closed, right? Like if this is going to be impassable until we open it. It's got a barricade that typically indicates like a rock fall or something. So we may or may not be able to get past it. Some of them you can, some of them you can't. If we can't get past it, well, let's carefully. Take a look when we get there. But having driven all the way up here, I would say we'll drive down to the lake, or we'll somehow find a way to get up to this upgrade point and just get it discovered and get it done while we're here. Yeah, this looks like maybe a rock fall or something. Show tasks. Sir? Unless we've already discovered this. Yep, we've already discovered it. And then up in front of us here is going to be, this is where you deliver the goods. Yeah. All right. So what's our workaround? Now what we can do is we can drive up there knowing we're going to get stuck and just be okay with that. We're going to be okay with getting stuck because we we plan on just recovering the vehicle back to a garage anyway. So let's see if we can drive around this. And if there's a way to get back up onto the road from down here. Maybe right through here. There we go. That looks promising right there. Trying to make a 3-point turn on ice in this thing is like, just, would you just turn? Jesus. All right. And we're up. All right. So now, I'm not drunk, believe it or not. It's just the way the vehicle handles. All right, so it's right over, it says it's right over there. Take a look at Map Runner one more time. It says it's, yeah, maybe right in here somewhere. Yeah, it's a little bit south of there. Okay, so I'm gonna X out of that, put this back here, right up in here somewhere, and we'll back down. You seeing it? I'm not seeing it, not yet. Yep, I think I see it. As long as this isn't ice that we sink through, and it might be. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, it sort of is. All right. And this is for, that's for the 750. Okay. So now, if we come back down, and we need this one more tower right here. If we come back down this way, I don't know if we have enough fuel for this, but we'd come down here, essentially like down here, and then right there. And we'll call it. Okay. Let's back up out of here. We need to drop back down to the water. Get back up onto the road. And then just head south on the road. Okay. See if there's a tree behind us. This one, maybe. Yeah, this is all, it's like a frozen swamp. Such a thing as possible. We need to rotate around a little bit. I think the reason this winch has so much range on it is it's not the autonomous winch. It's the extended one. And that's why we couldn't, when we flipped this thing, we had no battery power to get back on our wheels. All right, and we can just drop off the lip here. We don't need to find a perfect place to get back into the lake. Just go right there. All right. Carefully, right across here. Let's see if we can find our tracks and get back up onto the road. down in here somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, let's be safe and just go back up the way we came. If we can. So we'll gear down here and see if this... There's no trees here. Well, I mean there are, but they're too far out to the left and too small to really do anything with, so we're just going to kind of creep our way back up here. Oh, the power. The power! Spoke too soon. We're still moving. Still moving. There we go. Yep. This is the meta truck of the game. Unstoppable. And we've got, it looks like, oh, it didn't, when I put the pins in, it didn't reset. A moment, please. So we'll go here, take all those out. We want one there, one down here somewhere, and then one right there. Got it. All right. I think we've got enough fuel because we've got like 190 some liters on the roof, maybe? That sound about right? We've got enough to get there. This thing is pretty stingy with fuel, so I think we'll be all right. And it also, the fuel is calculated in liters per minute, and obviously the faster you're going, the more distance you cover in a minute. So this vehicle, because it goes so fast, even though its fuel per minute might be one number, you've covered a lot of distance. We'll bomb right back through here. I'm curious if that's a memory leak of some kind, because it seems like those FPS drops, it seems like you get one and then everything's fine for 20 minutes, and then you get one and it's okay for 15 minutes, and then you get one and it's okay for 10 minutes. See where I'm headed with that? Wonder if that is some kind of like a cumulative problem. Beautiful view. I love it. All right, so turn here. And then we're going to turn here. Is this right? Yes. Maybe? Yes. If it is cumulative, that'll be, this last discovery point will be just about perfect timing. If it's getting worse. Alright, I mean, it said this was a road, did it not? Yeah, it says we're on a road. I mean, we get a better road if we go out this way. Let's try this. Let's try this. Before we go too far, let's back up and stay on a bigger, better road. This road is it's a bit crap. I mean, we're moving. We are making progress. Oh, game. There we go. I feel like the wheels really don't turn very far on this vehicle. Like, one of the things that makes the turning radius so wide is the front wheels. I mean, I know it's two turning axles up front, but when the front wheels turn, they really don't turn very far. Certainly not as far as some of the other vehicles. Yeah, this was a good choice we made. I like this road a lot more. Road. I say road. I use the term loosely. Alright, and we're still doing good on fuel. Still doing good on fuel. So I'm curious, after we get this last watchtower, how many parts of the map will still be Come on now. Tank slapper. Slow speed tank slapper. I'm curious how many parts of the map will still be blacked out that we need to go and discover manually. And I'm looking around for, as we travel through here, I'm looking around for yellow highlights and jobs that we can discover. And they just left that one. God. Okay. That one we have to fix. That was, we took over 100 points of damage right there. On, I don't know, it just looks like a power pole across the road. 100 points of damage to the suspension. Okay. What was I complaining about? What was I upset about? I don't remember. Something. Is that a little fuel tanker right there? You bet it is. So let's fill up. Alright. I don't think that's part of the job. There is a job to discover right over here. It's probably going to say, like, haul that full fuel tanker. Haul that full fuel carrier. Interesting. Let's do this first. And then let's do this. Alright. Oh, and this as well. Yeah. Our suspension is at about 60%. So let's be a little bit more careful the rest of the way in. I don't know what we could get up here quickly to repair this. Nothing really. I mean, we could probably bring the Pacific over. It's the only thing we've got that really has any repair points available. I don't think the Ford could get here quickly or at all. So if we kill this thing before we get to that last tower, which I'm looking around for and I don't see it yet, but we are headed more or less like directly toward it. It's always a tower, is it not? Is it ever just a high point? Maybe. Isn't one of the towers in Michigan just a high point? I don't know. Okay, so we'll do this, and we'll do this. And looking at it now, yeah, there's really not a lot. Yeah, I think once we get this tower, it's going to open up this entire area down here. Okay. Maybe we will be able to see, if not the entire map, then obviously most of it, just from the 3 towers that we've discovered. Alright. And let's be careful here. It's hard for me to be careful. I do like to kind of move quickly. Let's be careful so we don't break our truck when we're that close to being done. That would be not good. Not good. Alright. I'm guessing up there somewhere. Maybe. Just blow right through this stuff. No problem. Slide. It looks like we just drive straight to it, and it doesn't even look to be very far from, okay, I see it now. Yep, it doesn't even seem to be very far from where we are, so we're just going to drive right up here, and I guess that'll be it. Okay. And then I don't want to recover all the trucks. Let's do this after we get this up here, because we still have the Pacific on this map. We still have the Actaeon on this map, and we still have there's a job right there. Another fuel trailer right there. We've got the Pacific, the Actaeon, and the, and this thing, the APC. So we do have vehicles on this map. And I suspect we're going to need to bring up work trucks at the very least to get the garage open, which is the first thing I want to do. So if we need to bring up work trucks anyway, then let's go ahead and recover the Ford back to the garage. And the Warthog is essentially already back at the other garage. It's in the parking lot. So we'll get that. We just go forward. We make a right here. Okay. Like right here. There it is. So we'll throw those last upgrades on the Ford and the Warthog. And then next episode, if we do another live stream, next episode will be... where's the trail? Where does it go? Next episode will be... out here. Getting the garage open. And once we've done that, then we can just teleport the Ford and the Warthog. Don't roll. Don't do it. And keep using those on this map as well. I haven't really used the Warthog for anything because couldn't get big tires on it. Is it up this way? Yep, more or less. Right through there. Let's get in a low gear. Right through there? Yep, let's go right through there. So yeah, that'll be the schedule, I guess, is we will carefully concentrating. We'll get the Warthog done, we'll get the Ford done, and then next episode we'll get the garage open and bring those both up. All right, done and done. And there's our tower. Where are we at? 2 hours, perfect. That worked out. All right, right through here. Right through here. And where's our blue box? There it is. Could see it from the angle. All right. So, what's the map look like now? Spin this around. Yeah, there's a few areas to manually discover, but because we used MapRunner for all the upgrades, we don't necessarily need to get out to the absolute corners of the map. Okay, fair enough. So let's hop in the Ford. Recover it. All right. There we are. And what did we get for this? I think it was a bigger motor. Yeah, the 6.6. Okay. I'll take it. So we'll pull this over here next to the Warthog. Okay. Swap trucks. Recover this one. And we want now raised suspension. Yep. That means we can put some big ass tires on it. And I mean, I guess we'll go with chains. It makes sense. It's the only thing that can really get around up here. All right, so we'll put those on. And what was the other thing? Diplock. I already have that. What was the other thing that we found? Hang on, I have to check now. Was it a bigger motor? Yep, it was. No, we already have that. Hang on. What were the things that we found for this? We found the raised suspension and we found the active suspension. Okay. What's the difference? Active. Foot tires do not fit. Active suspension kit allows for manual control over the road clearance for optimal performance in all kinds of terrain. Wait, what? Is that new? Is that a new thing? Hang on, let's put some just regular tires on here. Active. Interesting. This is all new to me. Now, how big can we go on here? We can't go with 47s. We can go with 43s. All right, let's take this out and experiment with it a little bit. Curious how this all works. All right, so we go over here. All right, I mean, there's only one menu, so it's got to be here. Ah, this is new. What? I could just do that. I'm a simple person. Clearly. Right. Let's call it right there. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for checking out the stream. Thanks for checking out the Portable Gamer. See you next time. Take care. Good night.